As United make wholesale changes to the team beaten 5-0 at Newcastle on Sunday, one first-team fixture returns. Roy Keane is back in the United engine room to fix the machinery which went so drastically wrong at St James's Park. Alex Ferguson rests his top players and retains only 3 of Sunday's team. Gary Neville, Karel Poborsky and David May are the survivors. As for the less familiar names on the United team sheet, take a bow. Ben Thornley is recovered from a career-threatening injury. Goalkeeper Ray van der Houw, Chris Casper, centre-half, and Michael Appleton, a playmaker in midfield. Swindon keep an unchanged side, captained by Mark Seagraves, who, like his player-manager Steve McMahon, had a spell with Manchester City. Seagraves' last visit here was with Bolton Wanderers, who lost to Manchester United in the FA Cup. Slightly more than a year ago, York City came here and knocked an under-strength Manchester United out of the Coca-Cola Cup. Can Swindon follow in their footsteps and bring a dash of the unexpected to this cup tie? Here's young Ben Thornley, the 21-year-old winger, whose career was threatened by that cruciate knee ligament injury, which took a year to heal. He's been in impressive form recently in the reserves. That's a lovely layoff. Allison's after it, linking up well with his striking partner Peter Thorne. And once again, there's an increase in the volume from the Swindon Town fans. They're at the opposite end of the ground to where Swindon are attacking. Leach felt he was impeded then. And Swindon have a free kick in a dangerous position. It's given away by Roy Keane, whose battling qualities are vital to Manchester United in this game. Walter standing over the ball. Horlock comes to the near post. Horlock got a flick on, the ball's loose. Seagraves almost got there and eventually punted to safety. Walters will take the throw in towards Wayne Allison. Back to Walters once again. Oh. And Karel Poborsky's pinched the ball, and here come United on the counter thrust. And that's a foul by Walters, and I imagine we're going to have the first yellow card of the game. In fact, the referee Neil Barry's taken a lenient view, but we've seen many a player booked for this sort of incident. Scholes, chased by Seagraves, and Manchester United have to go backwards before they can go forwards. Gary Neville. Appleton. There's David May, who's really playing well for Manchester United these days. Philip Neville, a little bit of space for him to manoeuvre. Thornley, not a bad-looking cross. Keane was coming in looking for the ball. He knocked over Mark Robinson, and easily Manchester United's most potent attack of the game so far. Good cross by Thornley, who's warming to being in the senior team. It's Poborsky with a corner kick, still goalless. And a free header at the back post, and rather a waste by Michael Appleton. It was a well-flighted corner kick, and Swindon Town were very exposed here as Michael Appleton stole in at the back post. And Keane was free as well. And this is McClare. United just beginning to take a grip of this game now. Keane, he was caught late by Horlock. Poborsky. Good chip to the back post, and Darras concedes the corner kick. I think that ball was going dead anyway, and perhaps he knows that. The Frenchman taking his first look at Old Trafford. Never played here, never visited here prior to tonight. Corner to Manchester United. May's in there. Oh, and it was an uncertain save by the Australian goalkeeper. David May with that header. Didn't really get a lot of power behind it, but there were plenty of bodies in the way of the header and the goalkeeper, including McClare. This is Wayne Allison Tries to draw Philip Neville out of position. He's got a good ball in here to Walters. Van der Hau had to make a smart stop, driven into his midriff, but he still managed to control the ball. There was Peter Thorne waiting in the middle here for Swindon Town. Watch the number 9 who just got away from David May. McClare picks out Scholes. Thornley to his left. Now what can Thornley do? Scholes is waiting around about the penalty spot. The cross is overhead and it's a real gift for the Swindon Town goalkeeper, Talia. Thornley picking out Philip Neville. Manchester United very patient in their build-ups. That's a real gift for Peter Thorne. He has Allison to his right. This is Thorne. He's running to trouble because Keane's there. He'll rescue the situation magnificently for Manchester United. It really is the Roy Keane of old with that purposeful run to snuff out the danger of that Swindon Town raid. Walters. Delas has joined the attack here, if he can keep the ball in play. Thorne in the middle, Allison too. Poborsky. Thornley links up with Scholes. Poborsky now for Manchester United, and that's 1-0. Karel Poborsky scores after 19 minutes. A sweeping move by Manchester United involving Ben Thornley and Paul Scholes, and finished off with some style by the Czech Republic international Karel Poborsky. It was a move of great simplicity but of great art, and look at Poborsky, who roamed free of the Swindon Town defence and gives Manchester United the lead. Scholes was the architect of the goal, but Poborsky's finishing was exemplary. Nick inside by Thorne, and this is Walters. Walters now, oh, it was straight at the goalkeeper. He had plenty of options either side of him. Real sense of frustration now by Swindon Town. He just saw a chink of light in the middle of the Manchester United defence. Gary Neville, this is Poborsky. Gary Neville now. Swept towards Keane, down to Thornley. Great jet, Poborsky. Oh, how lucky can you get? Scholes comes to within an ace of making it 2-0. Terrific cross by Thornley. Poborsky with that intelligent header, and it came via Scholes and the goalkeeper off an upright. United unlucky then. Poborsky with the corner. Away by Seagraves. Poborsky again, who's had a good game for Manchester United. Keane did well to release Thornley. Appleton gets it wide to Philip Neville. The entire game compressed now in the Swindon half of the field. And now Swindon can break. Horlock. And this is Walters. Elkins in support. Walters chips to the back post. Oh, terrific save by Van der Hau. Look at this ball by Mark Walters. Swept into the box but aimed away from the goalkeeper. And Thorne almost equalises. Well, Peter Schmeichel, eat your heart out, because that was a quite extraordinary save by Ray Van der Hau. Making sure there was no way through for Peter Thorne. Scholes helping it back. This is Gary Neville. It's all Manchester United at the start of this second half. This is Poborsky. Away by Darras, and it's going to be a throw-in. I think Swindon are going to have to up the tempo of their game to get back into this one. Oh, not a bad attempt at all by Gary Neville, trying to give Manchester United a 2-goal cushion. He was allowed an awful lot of space then as he ventured forward towards the edge of the penalty area. And got clear by Chris Casper, son of former Burnley striker Frank Casper. Walters. This is Swindon's first attack of this second period. And they've won a corner right in front of their fans. Is this where Swindon hit back? Walters to take the corner kick. Seagraves is up there. It's played to the back post. Seagraves. And a goal for Swindon Town, who are level. Peter Thorne on target after 6 minutes of the second period. I can smile at last. Seagraves got a vital header in there. It was never really cleared. And Thorne just hooked the ball in. Thorne with an acrobatic leap to send the ball wide of Van der Hau. Back to May. Scholes steps away from Seagraves. Walters gets in there first, only as far as Chris Casper. Scholes for Manchester United. Poborsky. Keane's are marked on the back post. Poborsky with a weaving run. Oh, great save! It could well be a match-winning save, who knows? He needed the very last inch of his reach there to claw the ball to safety. Corner to Manchester United. Poborsky denied his second goal of the match. The goalkeeper has come here and got a good contact on the ball. Only as far as Poborsky once again. Davis calling for the ball. Poborsky with a cross, and it's well held by Frank Talia. Oh, that was a super save. Great weaving run here by the Czech Republic international. It took a deflection too. What an outstanding save that was. This is Simon Davis for Manchester United. Still one each. Philip Neville. Looks at his brother Gary Neville. Keane's made a run here. Gary Neville. Another splendid save. Oh, this Australian goalkeeper is having a dream game at Old Trafford. It's a very even game of football now. Although here goes Poborsky, who has the beating of Culverhouse, and he's kept the ball in play. Leach away by Horlock. Coe. May with a rather uncertain clearance. Keane. Manchester United will be hoping that Keane can get hold of this game by the scruff of its neck. Thornley. Thornley's shot is beaten away. Bit of uncertain defending now by Swindon. This is Keane. He has the beating of Leach. Scholes! United are in front! Paul Scholes on target. And didn't Fergie enjoy that one? Lovely ball by Keane, and Scholes made space for himself to squeeze the ball between the upright and just inside the netting. Super finish by Scholes. Gary Neville. Leclerc calling for it. Picks out Poborsky. Cuts inside Elkins. Scholes. Gary Neville. How did he miss? It was almost unmissable by Ben Thornley. And the United fans are appreciative of the football involved in the move. They tried to rip the net from the frame of the goal. Leclerc, Poborsky now. Poborsky heads for goal. Oh, look at this! He really is a class act. Poborsky. Poborsky once again. Scholes is in there. Surely three, no. Leclerc. The disease is spreading. First Thornley, then Leclerc waste very presentable opportunities to finish off this cup tie. Dallas just about got it clear. Poborsky moments earlier had a dazzling run and a dazzling shot on goal. Leclerc, Scholes. And here comes Gary Neville. Scholes once again. Davis. Still Davis, and still Davis. How did he miss? He did the hard bit. He cut a gap right through the middle of the Swindon Town defence. Round Seagraves, round the goalkeeper. Oh dear. Away by Darras. Davis, Thornley has Darras. Robinson's missed it, that's handball, surely by Poborsky. The referee didn't spot that, nor did the linesman. Or should I say referee's assistant these days. Thornley. It's all over. Swindon Town's brave Coca-Cola Cup dream ends at Old Trafford. It was mighty close, and the ghost of Newcastle on Sunday is exorcised. And in truth, Manchester United had several opportunities to flatter the scoreline. The final score from Old Trafford is Manchester United 2, Swindon Town 1. Steve, any complaints about the result?
Well, not really, not on reflection. Once they got the second goal, it demoralised the team a little bit, because I thought we'd done ever so well up until they got the second goal. And I honestly thought we could have got something out of the game once we equalised. But they had enough chances after that to have won it quite comfortably, really, maybe 3 or 4. But having said that, up until then, I was delighted with our performance.
Well, Mark, we said at the start that it was important that Swindon settled early on, and to be fair, they did quite well in the opening stages.
Yes, they did, and I think also the factor that Manchester United made, 8 changes, for which they took a bit of time to settle down, and, you know, if you count the 2 Neville boys, it was almost like 6 kids in there, but Swindon saw that, and I thought they had as good of the game in the first half as certainly Manchester United did.
The first goal was always going to be important. Unfortunately for Swindon, it went United's way.
Yeah, it did, and it's just a cross cut out. I think it was Walter's cross that was cut out. And the thing about it was great movement. I think Thorne in possession to Poborsky. You know, when you play this at pace into Scholes, Poborsky continues his run. Not a lot Swindon could do about that. Talia can't do much about it in a goal. It was a high-class, quality goal when you consider that, what, 7 or 8 seconds earlier they'd just really got the ball in their own half. So it was a class goal, but you know, I think on the run of play they were slightly fortunate, Manchester United, to be one in front at that stage.
Although, to be fair, Poborsky caused problems all night for Swindon, really.
Yes, he did. He was very, very direct. I don't think he's had the greatest of starts to his career at Manchester United. I recall the game against Leeds United where he was outstanding. But apart from that, really, I think his performance has been indifferent. Tonight, I think the extra pace, the extra golfing class made a lot of difference to his performance.
Now, Swindon obviously came back into the game. Peter Thorne had one shot, very well saved by the keeper, but then he got the goal just in the second half.
Yeah, just at Walter's corner. I think Elkins gets the initial header, back to Seagraves, which was a clever header, then Horlock. And Thorne was the old Johnny on the spot to put it in the net. But it was a game of head tennis, really, from Swindon. But I think the great thing was they were all challenging for the ball. Super header there by Seagraves, back into the danger zone. Again, they attacked the ball very well. And there was Thorne with the finish. And I think you felt because they scored at such a time in the game that they could have only felt they were going to go on and get something from the game.
As you say, you were hoping that the sort of impetus was with Swindon at that point, but it was Man United really who dominated and thoroughly deserved their winning goal.
Yeah, I think Swindon ran out of legs eventually. And I think, you know, that the goal was conjured up really by Keane into Scholes. Good play by Scholes, going away from the goal, and they kept it low, he hit it hard. I don't think Talia in the Swindon goal saw it until very, very late. But, you know, class finish from a lad who really can't get in the side. And when you look at the side that they put out tonight, it was almost a reserve side. But I thought Swindon did well.
Disappointment for them then, but at least some money in the bank from a good crowd at Old Trafford.
We say, I think there's fortunes in the bank from almost 50,000, which was a super crowd. And, yeah, it might buy them another player, Phil.
Well, that's good news for Swindon.